Why is it that only 2% of all couples believe that they are in a relationship with their soulmate? This is Cass Naidu, life and relationship coach, and I'm here to help you heal from the past, step into your full power, and then create the life and the relationships that you absolutely dream about. So there's two reasons why the majority of us don't find our soulmates on the first try. And the two reasons are linked. The first one is that we could be getting into relationships for the wrong reasons. So those could be reasons like, I don't want to be alone. It is expected that at a certain age you find a partner, you get into a relationship, you get married, you have kids. It's expected, so we do it at that age. And I don't want to grow old alone, or I want a family. So these are the reasons that are the wrong reasons we get into relationship. The second one is that we attract our unresolved pain. Now I know that's a big one, right? So I'm going to say that again. We attract our unresolved pain. So let's look at some examples of that. So let's say you have a father who was a good provider. So you had a roof over your head, you had a stable place to live, you had food, you had an education, you had some friends. So all of that was there. You could have even gone on holidays now and then. You had that. But when you had a problem that was emotional, your father was not there. So you'd come home and you'd be brokenhearted maybe, and you just want your father to hold you, give you a hug and say it's okay, and listen to you, listen to your pain and acknowledge that, and maybe, give you some guidance around it. And you didn't get that. Sometimes you could have been bullied in school, and you come home and you want your father to protect you, to make you feel that you can handle this, give you some advice, or even like go to the school and have a chat about it. And that wasn't done. So the emotional need wasn't taken care of. Another example, let's say you had a mother who was constantly judging you, belittling you. It's no matter what you did, it was just not enough. So she constantly compared you with other people. Why can't you be like all of these other people that she thinks are so much better? You could have wanted her approval, wanted her love. So as much as you had your physical needs taken care of, the emotional needs were not taken care of, right? And that's on a spectrum. Like sometimes you'll find that where you're not getting your emotional needs met, it might not look like it's abusive, because your mom would say, oh, there, everything's okay, don't worry, tomorrow's another day, or here's an ice cream, or let's have some fun. And they kind of like distract you from the pain. That is still them being emotionally unavailable, right? So on the one end, you've got that, then the nice parent, but they're not emotionally available. And on the other end, you've got the one that can be quite abusive. This will be like the narcissistic parent. So there you're constantly being belittled, put down, judged, condemned. No matter what you do, it's never enough. So what happens as adults is we are looking from our partners for what we didn't get as children. So if we didn't get the unconditional love, we didn't get someone who listened, we didn't get someone who praised us, who was there always to support us, always there to cheer us on. If we didn't get that, we're looking for a partner in the hope that the partner's going to provide that. And so initially, when we meet the partner, there's this attraction. We feel like this is the one, this is my soulmate. There's something about the two of you that's pulling you together. And it feels like this is your soulmate, like a soulmate relationship, because the pull to each other is so strong. But that pull is not a soulmate relationship. The pull is you have these unhealed wounds, both of you, not the one, both of you, and you're pulling each other together so that you can heal this in this relationship. So this is how the abuser seeks out the victim. This is how the victim attracts the abuser. Right? So what we need to learn in that kind of relationship is the abuser is the one that has to learn how to heal his own pain from his past or her past, and the victim needs to learn to set boundaries, stand up for themselves, find their voice. So you can see both people have something to learn. And if they live in consciously and they learn that, they can actually create an amazing relationship. However, when we get into those kind of relationships, the chances are great that we're living quite unconsciously. So we look at a way to get out of that relationship. We put 100% of the blame on the other person, and we get out of that relationship, and then we feel, if I find the right partner, then I will be happy. Then we won't have any of these problems. And the cycle starts all over again. So now you have a new partner, and again, the initial attraction is so great, but sooner or later you'll find that that whole pattern is being repeated. And you wonder, like, what's wrong with me? Why am I, attracting all the losers and the abusers or whatever it is that you are attracting? So the way out of this and the way to true soulmate relationships is to put everything on pause and to say, okay, what are the needs that I had as a child? I really, really wanted this from my parents. I wanted them to see me, to support me, to praise me. Let's go and look at those needs. And how do I now heal those wounds? Because when I heal those wounds, then I step into my true power and authenticity. Now it is, I am who I am because of me, not because of I'm hiding because of this. I'm a people pleaser because I'm trying to get praise from my parents or recognition from someone. Minus all of that, you step into your wholeness. And from this place, you are able to attract a true soulmate, right? And I know it sounds like, oh, it's a lot of work, but once we make that decision and we step onto that pathway and we decide that we want to do the healing work, it's actually a tremendous journey. It is a wonderful journey of finding yourself, of healing, of releasing, of freedom, of coming into your authenticity. It is an amazing journey. And if this speaks to you, please join the Facebook group called The Love Evolution, because I'm going to be announcing in that group a free webinar that I'm offering next week. And it's going to take a deeper dive into this topic that we covered today. Right? So join the group. It's called The Love Evolution, and I'll see you in the next video.